everyone. Hope you are doing well. My name is Gina. Welcome to this channel. How you are feeling these days? I myself felt, a lot of energy move through. At the beginning of the new year, I made a short video, a reel, kind of did a little bit energy update about really closing the door of 2022. And the second week of January, which is, last couple days, everything speed up. I don't know about your life, but my personal life is somehow every aspect will start roaring. Before I even know it, I was deeply in it, and by now I would say I just went through a big wave of momentum building, which is great, okay? However, I just, I was like, how I'm feeling right now, like, I invite everybody to take a deep breath, including myself. This video more of sharing, to the energy update, but more of validating what I went through, and hopefully this video going to help you to validate what you went through or what you are going through. The feeling I felt was overwhelmed. Okay, overwhelmed. One thing after another, even though they are all good things, like I said, they are building momentum, which is needed because we had a couple weeks before New Year was really heavy. Everybody's going through so many things. Mercury retrograde, we are still in the Mercury retrograde. But like I said, this time Mercury retrograde is very different from the other Mercury retrograde. This one actually keep things going, depends on some of your astrological sign, okay? And since my moon is Scorpio, rising is Cancer, and I feel like it hugely impacts Scorpio. So if you are Scorpio, you have, moon or rising or however, you might gonna feel a lot of things that I am describing right here. Hold on, those cars are going so slow. I just had my spare tire on. I'm not gonna go super fast, so I'm just gonna stay in the slower lane. And I'm gonna explain to you a little bit more of this tire thing and about this vehicle, because everything happening in your reality is a reflection of your internal world. So this overwhelming feeling, like I never really, frustrated about overwhelming. For some reason this time I was like, whoa, I'm experiencing this being overwhelmed. And why? And how? And I realized that after holiday, especially the second week of the January, after people slowly transit back to the workplace, and first week still going slow, and the second week when everybody is in position, a lot of things has to keep going, right? Like a few people probably feel bad that they spend a lot of money during the holiday. When they back to workforce, there's a lot of things on their plate, right? New Year resolution, all the goals, all the tasks keep going. And I personally had so many meetings in the last 5 days, plus that I'm having, also I have my girls with me, so I did not have any break in between those days, like meeting after meeting, back home, have girls pick up as a mother's role, wake up early, 6 a.m. because they school in different city, and go to the meeting again, 3-4 meetings, and it's just one thing after another. And all the meetings, they are all on different levels. Some are from my healing sessions, some are my podcast recording, some are the organization I'm putting together, and some are supporting other organizations, and some are catch up with older friends and friends, yeah. So, and when I look back, oh my goodness, I was like, everything, all the things all happening at one time. And it reminded me of the movie, Everything, what's that called? Everyone, everything at one time, something like that. And I was like, that's the feeling I felt, is like I have to be able to show up in 5-6 different areas all at once. That was something. And in between, I also moved my like living room around, so reorganized my home space. Man, that was a lot. And until yesterday, I think the universe was sending me a message of slowing down. So my car, right? I love to do road trips, as you guys know. So I just changed my tires actually 2 years ago, literally 2 years ago. Actually, not even 2 years yet. It's actually January 21st. That was the date on the paperwork. So 2 years ago, I changed my tires. And the tires supposed to reach to 60,000 miles, okay? Now, I only did probably 40, not even 40,000. And the salesperson said basically is the lack of alignment and also lack of rotation. Now, as a woman, if you're a guy, you probably know better than me on this topic. Not say women did not know, but as myself, I only can speak for myself. I had no idea how often you need to rotate your tires, and I had no idea this alignment. I thought that, you know, when you go to change your new tires, people will align your car. No, it's a separate thing. And I was like, okay, I think I'm not learning something new here. But the thing, how things happen is, that's why universe is always watching you. Universe will remind me when it's ready to change certain things, but also remind me in a very gentle way. So the storyline was, you know, days ago, my friend noticed that the one of my tires has low air, and I said it's okay. I'm gonna go do oil change. They usually will help me to check the tire pressure and fill up air. But yesterday, when I did a parallel parking back in, I think my rear tire on the right side, it was so close to the curb. So it actually kind of squeezed a little bit on the curb. And when after meeting, when I step out, I realized that my tire was like 25% of the air was gone. And I was like, this is bad, because if I can tell it's bad, which means it's bad. So I drove to the tire's place, which is 2 miles away, you know. So they told me basically it's wear out and I have to at least replace one tire. But I'm saying is it could have happened in a worse way. That what if I was driving on the highway and bump into a little something? It could be really bad. And especially I have my girls in my car, and one of my girls, that she doesn't like to buckle her up. Like sometimes I really need to check her up. They say 3 out of 10 times she's not buckled up. So I know things could go really wrong, but as I said, you know, universe will remind you, because you are very into, tapped in, aware. And even though for the car, right, I'm not a car person, but they reminded me in a way that I can take care of it. Now let's talk about car. And I think a lot of us, that's why I'm doing this video, is more of an energy update to acknowledge, validate this overwhelming feelings that you guys having and myself having. And I was okay, so what's the solution? What can I do to feel not overwhelmed? They basically said, Gina, slow down and check in with yourself. You know, they're like, it's great to keep moving. However, a lot of connections you made allow it to settle down a little bit, because the momentum building, you need to be anchored, you need to be grounded, and allow it to build up by itself, which means they are saying that you did your part. Let us do our part. Okay, your part is actually in the 3D world, meeting these people in the 3D world. Have connections, share your visions, share your ideas, share what your inner being want to do, and connect with those people. But we gotta do something too. We allow us to give us time to kind of marinate this a little bit and help you to move to next level. And literally slowing down. And now, you know, we always say the car is the vessel, the vehicle on your spiritual journey, right? Matter of fact, you know, I've been driving this vessel, this car, for the last 2 years. Rotated tire one time, and I've been driving heavily on this car, which is I'm being driving heavily on my own vessels, this body. This body did a very good job. She is strong, she is supportive, she is persistent, she's determined. But now she needed a break. It's like just as the car needs to change new tires, to renew. And the funny thing is, I'm also doing the detox, right? 60 days, 63 days, no alcohol, no coffee. And I feel like as much as I'm doing detox physically, my vehicle is also, showing me this kind of things I need to fix, this kind of thing I need to replace for the betterment of this year's driving experience, also this year's my physical health, to allow me to do the work that I want to do with this vessel. So hope that makes sense, that you also check in with your vessel, with your vehicle, physical vehicle, and also your human vessel vehicle, okay? To kind of like ask what your body needs and nurture yourself. I pulled a card the other day, literally is Mother Mary. It says, how you mother yourself. I was like, not doing very good this week, So the overwhelmed feeling is like we sometimes rush by current and get ourselves into those fast moving waves. But when you realize that, your body will show you, we got to learn how to slow down. Literally, slow down. It's just we literally have not even entered the official New Year yet. From lunar calendar New Year, you will be in a week. Actually, next Sunday will be Chinese New Year, which is Lunar New Year. So we are literally, on the other aspect, we are literally finishing the 2022. Check all your tires, check your home. Is there anything you need to update it? Like get it fixed, get it replaced, get it renewed, get it changed to welcome 2023. So a reminder for myself to actually take things slow next week, to welcome the Lunar New Year coming to our life, and to kick off the official 2023. And I think by that time we will out of the Mercury retrograde as well, so everything will back on track. But thanks to the Mercury retrograde this time, literally metal. This car is metal. Communication. The car is communicating with me. My body is communicating with me. And I'm driving this big piece of metal out there, basically communicating with me. Say, hey, you're gonna change your tires, okay? So hopefully this video helps, and I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. Relax, slow down. The things that you want to do is always gonna be there, okay? Love you guys. Bye.